Alright, so the button on the steering wheel here has failed to work, and we are doing a road trip through Central America, and having a horn is vital. So I ended up bypassing the whole system, and what I did is I went to the hardware store and just bought a regular doorbell switch. This is the kind of doorbell switch that you can find in Honduras, and I just got basically some extension cord wire and used that to wire it. I ran it inside the panel here so that I could actually get the wires into the dashboard without having to deal with taking apart the dashboard itself. So that's what I did there. And then the wiring actually goes, you can see that I went under the dashboard and back into some of the plastic trim, and then into the door jamb, and then it runs up and over, and then makes itself available in the engine compartment. And there's where it's actually exiting. It's difficult to see, but where you can see it again is right here. There's the rest of it. And I ended up drilling a small hole into the fuse box so I could run the wires into the box. And then, as you can see, what I did was I made sure I knew which one was positive, which one was negative. I also used a multimeter to make sure I knew which was positive and negative so that you wouldn't have reverse polarity. You put the positive directly, it's the same kind of fuse that you see right here. One of these multi-prong large fuses right there. So you use the two rear ones, the ones closest to the steering wheel, I guess is a good way to put it. And this is the positive one. So the positive one goes right there, and the negative one goes right here. You could also put just raw wire in there, but it's not a very good idea because they won't stay. So what I did was I found some proper ends off of a different piece of electrical equipment and just robbed them off of there and cut them to size. And you can see right there, they just fit directly into the fuse box. And we'll close up the fuse box. Everything's good to go. Go back around and test it out. So the wires go directly from the switch into the fuse box that runs the horn, and you give it a press, and it works. So that's one way to jury rig a horn in your car or truck if for some reason the button on the steering wheel doesn't work, and if the horns themselves are actually still functional. So there you go. I just want to credit YouTube for this. Actually, this is just a slight elaboration on a different YouTube video that I saw earlier, and I'll go ahead and actually post his YouTube video in the written underscore of this particular video. Alright, thanks.